Have you ever wondered why sadness sometimes feels strangely deep, important, or meaningful? Like you're sad, yes, but at the same time, something about that sadness feels real, almost like it reveals a part of you that happiness never touches. Why does sadness have that kind of power? Today, we're breaking down something emotional, psychological, and honestly, kind of beautiful. Why sadness feels meaningful. Let's talk about it. Naturally, simply, and with a little humor to keep this from turning into a 3-hour emotional documentary. Number 1. Sadness slows life down, and that gives us clarity. When you're happy, your mind is running everywhere. Let's go out. Let's talk to everyone. Let's do something fun. Let's eat everything in the fridge. But sadness does the opposite. It slows you down. You sit. You think. You reflect. You feel. And in that stillness, you start hearing your inner voice, the one you usually ignore during chaos. In sadness, life becomes simple, quiet, honest. That's why sadness feels meaningful. It forces you to pause and meet yourself. Number 2, sadness reveals what matters to you. You don't get sad over things you don't care about. People you don't love can't break your heart. Opportunities you don't want can't disappoint you. Memories you don't value can't make you nostalgic. Sadness is like an emotional highlighter. It shows you exactly what or who is important to you. We avoid sadness, but ironically, sadness tells us who we are. Number 3, sadness makes you feel more human. We live in a world full of pressure to stay positive, think happy thoughts, just smile, and don't be dramatic. But sadness breaks that fake positivity. It brings you back to the raw human experience. It reminds you you have a heart, you have depth, you have emotions, you have meaning, you have the capacity to love, care, and feel deeply. Sadness isn't weakness, it's proof you're alive. Number 4, sadness connects you with your inner truth. When you're sad, you stop pretending. You don't fake a smile. You don't force enthusiasm. You don't say, "I'm fine," with confidence. You become honest with others, but especially with yourself. Sadness strips away the mask. That honesty feels meaningful because it reconnects you with your authentic self. Number 5, sadness inspires creativity. There's a reason writers, artists, musicians, and poets often create masterpieces from sadness. Sadness goes deeper than logic. It taps into the emotional layers where creativity lives. When you're sad, your mind explores memories, fears, hopes, longing, regrets, dreams, what could have been. These things make art, and they also make meaning. That's why so many people say sadness feels beautiful sometimes. It opens the door to emotional depth. Number 6, sadness gives purpose to happiness. If you were happy all the time, happiness would eventually feel boring. Joy would become normal, excitement would fade, laughter would feel routine. Sadness gives contrast. It makes happiness meaningful when it returns. It reminds you, this moment is special. This feeling is precious. I appreciate this more because I know what sadness feels like. Sadness doesn't destroy happiness, it strengthens it. Number 7, sadness brings you closer to other people. We often bond more deeply through vulnerability than through joy. Saying I'm happy starts a conversation. Saying I'm hurting starts a connection. When you're sad, you understand others better. You become more empathetic, kinder, gentler. Sadness softens the heart. That softness is meaningful. Number 8, sadness is your mind processing things you avoided. Sometimes sadness comes not because something new happened, but because old emotions finally reached the surface. Sadness means your brain is healing. It's unpacking emotional baggage. It's saying, we need to deal with this now. It may feel heavy, but it's meaningful because it's part of growth. It's emotional housekeeping. Number 9, sadness makes you confront the truth, not the fantasy. Happiness can distract you. Sadness grounds you. Sadness shows you what's hurting, what's missing, what needs to change, who you need to let go, what you need to accept, what you're secretly longing for, what part of your life is out of balance. Sadness isn't just an emotion, it's information, and meaningful information always comes with meaning. Number 10, sadness teaches you who you really are. You learn the most about yourself when you're sad. You discover how strong you are, how deep you feel, what your heart can handle, what actually matters to you, what kind of love you want, what kind of peace you need, what kind of person you're becoming. Sadness is like an emotional mirror. It shows you who you truly are, not who you pretend to be. And that kind of self-awareness feels meaningful. So why does sadness feel meaningful? Because sadness isn't just pain, it's depth, it's reflection, it's clarity, it's truth, it's growth, it's emotional honesty, it's the heart revealing its secrets, it's life reminding you that you're human with real feelings. Sadness doesn't take meaning away from life, it adds meaning to it. And the fact that sadness feels meaningful doesn't mean you enjoy being sad. It means you feel deeply, you care, you love, you reflect, you understand, you grow. Your sadness speaks the language of your soul, and that's why it matters. Thanks for watching, and if this touched you in any way, you're not alone. Your sadness has meaning, and so do you.